All right. Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off by saying Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Call Haloyim Lai, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakudash. To belongs to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that's scattered abroad, the Akim and the Akwat that's listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing that the lesson is edifying. It's the brother Shawab Amuwan back at you with another lesson. And the title of this lesson, all right, it's called Music and Movies, A Deeper Look, all right, which I was supposed to put volume 1 on there. And I actually did the video last night, but I was having problems, which I put an update earlier in the morning. I had problems with my Wi-Fi, with the computer, and what I realized it was actually that my keyboard and my mouse were dying. They were low on battery, so that's why I was acting up. I was trying to click into stuff, and it was not going into it, and basically it was crazy because somehow I deleted the video, but it stayed up, and when I went into the video, it actually recorded everything I was saying, but I thought that it wasn't because it was showing on my end that it wasn't working. But I had said that I was going to redo the video anyway, so I'm gonna take down that video and I'm gonna redo it now. All right, so Salakia, but I have great Wi-Fi and everything's charged up. So basically what I wanted to go into, all right, was with these music and movies, because movies and music, you know, they tell you a lot of predictive programming in it, all right, and they show you a lot of the satanic side that they have and the agendas that they're pushing through their music and their movies. So what I've been wanting to do, which brothers go into movies all the time and break down, you know, music videos and things like that, but I've always been one that can identify the subliminal messages that they always, you know, have put in movies and you know, and music. Even when I wasn't of the world, I mean, Salaki, even when I was in the world, I understood that they were always putting something in the movies, you know, predictive programming and things like that. All right, so you know, Lord willing that I continue on with it, and I'll start doing a lot of different, you know, music videos and movies that I see, and you know, put it in together with the scriptures. All right, so this first one, right? Basically, this video is to show you, all right, that Judah and Israel, all right, Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom were oppressed together. Okay, let me grab this and share my screen. All right. Let's grab this first. Salakia. Give me 1 second, it's loading up. Salakia. Should be going faster than this because I'm connected to the Wi-Fi. Good. All right. But this is Jeremiah 15:33, and it says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go." Okay. So showing you that the Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom were, you know, oppressed together. And in this video, what you're about to see, this is a video. It's a Spanish singer that comes out of Colombia, and it goes into the genre of salsa. And basically, he's telling a story, all right, which is funny because I've listened to the song all my life and I never realized it until I heard it recently. I was like, oh shit. You know, because when you're young, you don't listen to the songs, but they're really always telling you stories. So he's basically telling you a story, and they're dancing a story in the video and telling you that in the 1600s, there was a slave master, you know, that was a Spaniard that basically had 2 Judites in oppression, basically as slaves. All right. It was a man and a woman. And basically he was beaten on the woman. All right. and he's telling the story, singing the story. And he's basically telling them not to hit the black woman. All right. And it's basically because he felt the pain of the woman, you see. So by him feeling the pain of the woman is because, you know, through the spirit, we've gone through the same things, you know, so we feel the pain of our brothers and sisters when they're going through these things. All right. And it just goes to show you that during the transatlantic slave trade, they were bringing in Judites, all right, down from Africa, West Africa, down this way. All right. And they were, because when they came over here in the beginning, all right, the settlers landed right where Dominican Republic was. All right. And then from there, you had eventually, they had spread out through the Americas. Okay. So as a matter of fact, let me do this real quick. I'm going to share this chat instead. Map of transatlantic slave trade. Let me see what they have here. All right, yeah, so this is the same one I was using yesterday. Okay, so basically, when the time came, which I'm actually, let me go into that scripture to show you in this video that the Northern Kingdom was already here in the Americas. Okay, this is 2nd Ezra's 13th chapter, verse 40. Let me share that tab. This is verse 40. And it says, those are the 10 tribes which are carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, who Salmanasar, the king of Assyria, led away captive. And he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land. All right, which that other land was America. Okay, and it says, but they took this counsel against them amongst themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt, that they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land. And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passage of the river. For the Most High Yahweh then showed signs for them and held still the flood till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half, and the same region is called Azareth. All right. And if you ever look into like the Jewish encyclopedia, it tells you that Azareth was basically America. All right. And Ezra's Christopher Columbus knew that. Okay. That's why he was so infatuated with the Bible. That's why he came here with 12 Hebrew translators. All right. Because he wanted to see if we were really scattered throughout the four corners, like the scripture said. All right. So basically, that narrow passage that they took, all right, right here, was basically they came down from this end where my mark is. Okay, I don't know if I can make it bigger. Can I make it bigger? Oh, Salakia. Nah. Anyway, so we came from right back here. Okay, and then you came all the way down, and then eventually you landed over here. Okay, by the Dominican Republic, the West Indies, Puerto Rico, all of that. And eventually, and that was the time of the Assyrian captivity, but throughout the, generations after, they were spread out through the Americas. So when the time of the transatlantic slave trade came, all right, you had our people that were coming out of West Africa, and they were coming out to the Americas, South America, over here back in Central America, regular Americas. Okay. And if you look, like I said, the story is about Cartagena. Let me put it like this. Where is Cartagena located on the map? Colombia. Slovakia. Exactly, right here. So, you know what? That was a better one right there. Hold on. Slovakia. So right here, all right, they were landing out through over here, but eventually they will move into these different Americas, and eventually they ended up over here, Cartagena, all right, which I have a little bit of info that 1 second. Give me 1 second, real quick. Took pictures of it because I tried to find it and then they didn't want to let me type it in. Because sometimes it's just something you stumble across and you get lucky. So basically, all right, I basically had asked them when was Colombia colonized by the Spaniards, all right, and gave me different types of information, all right, Cartagena, Colombia, all right, and I took what what I could use. So it says located in present day Colombia, Cartagena remained an important urban center in the Spanish Main from the 1530s to the 1800s. Through its fortunes, though its fortunes saw considerably changes over the generations, founded by Spaniards in 1533 on the location of a Native American settlement. Okay, going into the Native American Indians because that's what that that northern kingdom basically consists of. We ain't Spanish. We're not Hispanics. All right, we're Hebrew Israelites. All right, coming from the descendants of Jacob. All right, so if you look at most of those Spanish countries, they all look like straight tribes that come from Indian tribes. Okay, and this is proof that it was a Native American settlement. All right, because we were already here. All right, the Hebrew Israelites that were brought here during the Assyrian captivity, which was the Northern Kingdom. Okay, and then some more information. It says who lived in Colombia before the 1500s. All right, the history of Colombia showing you that the Northern Kingdom was already here. All right, before that transatlantic slave trade. All right, the history of Colombia includes the settlements and society by indigenous peoples, most notably the Musica Confederation, the Kumbaya civilization, and the Tirona chiefdoms. The Spanish arrived in 1492 and initiated a period of annexation and colonization, most noteworthy being Spanish conquest. Yeah, because that was at the time of the Spanish conquest. Okay, now another thing is said here. It says, is Colombia colonized by Spain? Colombia strongly reflects its history as a colony of Spain. It is often referred to as the most Roman Catholic of the South American countries, and most of its people are proud of the relative purity of their Spanish language. All right. And that'd be the pride of our people because Northern Kingdom be proud and their cultures and things like that, but not even knowing that they're proud of a culture that their oppressor gave them when they were in captivity. You see. Some more I have. It says Cartagena was founded on the 1st of June, 1533, by the Spanish commander Pedro de Heredia in the former location of the indigenous Caribbean Calamari village. The town was named after the port city of Cartagena in Murcia in southeast Spain, where most of Heredia's sailors had resided. Okay. It says when the Spain colonized Colombia, in fact, in 1499, the territory, all right, which was the 1499, that's 7 years right after, all right, you had basically Christopher Columbus and them settled down here. And it says in 1499, the territory was discovered by his companion Alonso de Ajada, who arrived there from nearby Santo Domingo, you see, landing at Cabo de la Vela. It was not until 1525, however, that the Spanish began a process of colonization of Colombia, leading to it becoming an integrated colony of Spanish Empire. Okay. And yeah, that was pretty much most of it that I had took based on Cartagena. All right, so now when you go into the video, which I'm going to show you, now you have an understanding what Cartagena was and how the story ties into what I was just speaking on. All right, and this is just to show you that we were oppressed together. All right, that we are truly brothers and sisters. And one of the main reasons I brought out the video is because one of the comments that were on that video, it was actually from a Judite, which he thinks he's African, but I could tell the way he was speaking, that the way he knows something, you know, and the way that he said that the song hit his spirit, that he was Judite. And he was basically saying that he don't understand what they're saying, but through the video itself, I feel the pain and I can relate, you know. And it just goes to show that, you know, you got a whole Northern Kingdom making a song in Spanish, but they could feel the pain through the song. And you'll see that with, you know, Northern Kingdom, with Southern Kingdom, when they be around Northern Kingdom, you know, they start feeling that vibe of the Northern Kingdom's music and they get into it. Same thing with us, showing you that we're of the same spirit. Okay. But let me grab the video. All right, 1 second. I'm gonna grab the first part, just the video. It's going to be in Spanish, all right, which I do not own the rights to this music. I'm only using this for educational purposes, all right? So Lord willing, you know, they don't come with their bullshit, all right? But this is called The Rebellion in English, all right? I'm going to show the video first, and then I'm going to play the lyrics to the song in English so you have understanding what they were saying in the song, all right? But this is the video.
Quiero contarle, mi hermano, un pedacito de la historia negra, de la historia nuestra, caballero. Y dice así. Dice.
Hey, they got Judah, all right, enslaved right there. And this is supposed to be one of those, you know, one of the masters, basically, you know, the Spaniards. And basically he talks about how they kissed their land, yeah, because they were so happy that they finally got somewhere, basically, you see.
En los años 1600, cuando el tirano mandó las calles de Cartagena, aquella historia vivió.
But you can see that, just like it said, it was ran that they one of the top countries that are into that Roman Catholic bullshit. And you see all the Roman Catholic churches that they were just showing you in the background. All right. That's a whole Roman Catholic church right there.
Aquella historia vivió cuando aquí llegaban esos negreros africanos en cadenas, besaban mi tierra, esclavitud perpetua.
That's pretty much the point. You know, they're just going to keep dancing. And, you know, the dancing that they're doing is just telling the story of what was happening. All right. And then they basically go, you know, to the.
Y a su negra le pegó. Y fue allí, se reveló el negro huevo, como venganza por su amor. Y aún se escucha en la verja, no le pegue a mi negra.
So from there, let's go to the actual lyrics of the song. Okay. Now the lyrics of the song are right here.
Quiero contarle, mi hermano.
And again, I do not own the rights to this music. All right, it's only being used for educational purposes.
Un pedacito de la historia negra, de la historia nuestra, caballero. Y dice así. Dice.
Get to the point.
En los años 1600, cuando el tirano mandó las calles de Cartagena, aquella historia vivió. Cuando aquí llegaban esos negreros africanos en cadenas, besaban mi tierra, esclavitud perpetua.
Hey, see, and it's crazy. He said that perpetual slavery. All right, because yeah, we were always constantly going into slavery, man, for going off against Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So it was a perpetual slavery we were going on, something continuous. All right, which this is going to be the last captivity. We're not going to have to go through no more captivities and no more pain and being taken away. All right, in the hands of the enemy and learning the ways of the heathen and things like that. Okay, but it was perpetual, which we already know. You should already think of Esau when you hear perpetual, because he has a what? Perpetual hatred onto the people, man. Let's get to the next part.
Un matrimonio africano, esclavos de un español, él les daba muy maltrato y a su negra le pegó. Y fue allí, se reveló el negro huevón, como venganza por su amor, y aún se escucha en la verja, no le pegué a mi negra.
Which pretty much that's what they're gonna keep on saying throughout the whole song. You know, that you can still hear at the gates and all that. Yeah, that's pretty much what they say. But see, the point was made, you know, that through through the music, through the movies, this is an old ass song. Like, this is a song when I was a kid I used to hear all the time in parties and get-togethers and shit, and these people singing this song and they don't even realize that they'll throw it right in your face, you see, and you still don't know who the hell you are, man. This is showing you that our people, all right, that we were both, the northern and the southern kingdom, were oppressed together. We seen each other go through each other through the hell, okay, and that's why it resonates with our spirit when we hear these songs, or you could feel the pain in the song. Like the one guy said, I believe it was in this. Let me see. Let me grab it real quick.
So you think you know Wix? Do you really?
He says it over here on the comment board. Give me 1 second. Damn, would they put some new damn comments? It wasn't that far down. Yeah, it's not there now. That's funny bunny stuff right there. Let me just look one more time from the top, because it was in Spanish and you had to translate it into English. Okay. Oh, no, that's not it. That's not it. Salakia. It says the bonds shared by Africans can never be destroyed. Nah, I don't see it now. I don't know why it's not there. It was right under that actual one that I was reading. The bond shared by Africans. It's not there now. Must be Satan. It is what it is. But like I said, it wasn't important. He was just basically saying that he felt the whole song, man. He could, even though he didn't understand what they were saying, the song was touching his spirit, man. All right. And who knows? It might have been in that time. Okay. But the point's been made. All right. And Lord willing, like I said, I'll start grabbing more movies and songs, and breaking videos down to scriptures and showing you things that they show you right in front of your face of who you truly are. All right. Meanwhile, our people today are going to be dancing to this song in their little bullshit ass feast. Okay. Not understanding not one bit of the song, honestly. All right. So, hey, Lord willing that the lesson was edifying. So with that being said, Barakatah Yahweh. So like, hold on, let me put it back to the StreamYard. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Kol Haloyim La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad, the Akim and the Akwat that was listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing that the lesson was edifying. To the next one, Shalom.